Hi everyone, my name is Emily from STEAM with Me, and I'm here to show you a fun experiment you can do at home with your family. It's called Milk Fireworks. The goal with STEAM with Me is to show you easy to do safe experiments at home that you can do with your kids, if you're younger with your siblings or your parents, and just have some fun exploring doing science, technology, engineering, arts, and math with each other. All right, so this video is going to be the quick and dirty way to do it, but I also have a longer video if you're interested in doing a lesson around it. Like, let's say you're doing some enrichment over the summer, or you're homeschool and you want to make a whole lesson about it. I have a lesson about designing an experiment around it, and also looking into the scientific method. So if you are interested in that, I'll link that down below if you'd rather see the longer video. This one will be a little shorter though. Okay, first let's talk about the materials that you will need to grab. We've got milk. Any type of milk should work. That's something you can experiment with. I've got whole milk here. Some kind of detergent. I am using dish detergent here. I've got it in a little dish with some Q-tips in it. If you don't have Q-tips, you can just put the soap or detergent in directly. And then some food coloring. And last, a plate or dish of some kind. You'll want it to have a little lip on the edge because you're going to be doing your milk fireworks in here, pouring the liquid in there. So you want to make sure it stays in that area. Okay, and now we are ready to do our experiment. So first thing I'm going to do is add the milk here. And you want to cover the bottom of your dish. Kind of give it a second to stop moving around. All right, next thing I'm going to do is grab my food coloring and put some drops of that in. You can get creative, pick your favorite colors. You could pick the colors for the upcoming holiday. So like 4th of July, you could do red and blue and then have the white as the milk. It is milk fireworks after all. All right, and then we'll have, let me turn on my light here. There we go. You can see those little dots from the light. That's just my lighting. It's not part of the experiment. And a little yellow. So don't worry, if you only have one color, you'll still get some pretty results. And you can play around with how you put the food coloring drops in, where you put them, and see what happens. Okay, so the next step is to add the detergent. If you have Q-tips, you can dip them into the detergent like this, and then we're just going to tap it into the milk and food coloring. So if you don't have the Q-tips, you can just drop the detergent right in. So if you want to see it in real life first, you can pause me here and then see what happens with mine and try it out with your own. Or if you want to make a prediction, a hypothesis about what's going to happen, now is a great time to pause me and do that. All right, without further ado, let's try it out here. So I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Can see our milk fireworks going there. So now you might be able to tell me why they're called milk fireworks. And so think about what you saw happen right away, and then what you see happening now. And maybe you're taking some guesses about what the soap does, what's going on with the molecules in the milk. There is an explanation video on all that, which I linked below if you want to learn a little bit more about what's going on. All right, let's try adding some more soap. So I'm gonna touch my other side of the Q-tip there. All right, and I'm gonna put it, let's see if it still has the same effect. So it's a little bit, not quite as drastic as the first one. And as you try to explain what's going on, maybe you have a reason for that. You can see my other one where I put the soap at first, it's still moving there. Let's see, I'm going to try it again with this little red dot here. Yep, it still works. So I'm going to let that run for a few minutes. I'll speed it up for you, and you can try it out on your own and see what kind of designs you can make. Well, I hope you had an awesome time doing your milk fireworks. If you want to learn more about what's going on with the atoms and molecules, if we could zoom in and see below the surface there, then I have a separate video linked down below. I think it's always cool to understand that. And if you want to follow along with me, I have an Instagram, steam.with.me, and also a Facebook group where you can link up with other parents and students doing these activities, share ideas that you have. You can share pictures of your results. We always love to hear what you guys are doing. And again, if you do want to try out the longer activity and grab the handout, there's a link down below with more information about that. Thanks again for joining me. If you have any other ideas for activities you want me to do for you guys, just let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and have an awesome day. All right, later, Gators.